So I'm going to do a quick video about healthy fertility on a vegan lifestyle. I actually get a lot of emails about girls who are concerned based on their parents telling them that they won't ovulate and be fertile on a vegan diet and all that jazz. So I'm going to share a little bit of tidbits, information that I found helps me to ovulate best and be healthy on a vegan lifestyle. Number one, taking charge of your fertility. I cannot recommend this book enough. This book is very empowering as a woman to know what goes on within your body. This is the only birth control method my husband and I have ever used. This has worked for us, and we have gotten pregnant both times when we wanted to get pregnant. We didn't get pregnant when we didn't want to get pregnant. It's not just about birth control or pregnancy achievement. It's also about just learning about the female body and what goes on within your body. So this book is amazing. The fertility awareness method is not the rhythm method. It's a much more detailed and scientifically proven natural birth control method than what's called the rhythm method. You need to read the book to really understand it. And it needs to be followed to a T and is only recommended for monogamous relationships. Even if you choose not to use this method for birth control, this book is still highly informative about the female body and can be extremely beneficial in learning about your fertility. I did my research on birth control options and found this one to be the most natural and good for my health and well-being. I personally am so glad that I've never taken the pill or used other chemical birth control methods to changing my body's hormones. I'm also going to put a link in the description box below to Megan Elizabeth's YouTube video called Natural Birth Control for Health Conscious Women, which gives a more detailed description of this book I'm sharing about and shares pros and cons to other birth control options, as well as her experience using the Lady Comp, which is a tool she's found effective and helpful in her FAM birth control practice. But this video is not about birth control options, it's about healthy fertility, so let's move on. Number two, eating a whole plant foods diet. Fruits and vegetables in abundance is key. Eating enough calories is so key for being fertile and having healthy cycles. One thing you can really understand about this is that when you are not eating enough calories, you're telling your body that you do not want to make a baby. Your body doesn't want to make a baby when you can't even supply enough calories for your own body, let alone make another baby. If you're doing lots of juice cleanses, that is not going to be giving your body sufficient calories to meet your caloric needs. Yeah, so that's where I'm coming from that. In general, at least 2,000 calories a day for women is like the major at least goal. So if you're new to a vegan lifestyle, track your calories on Cronometer.com for a few weeks to make sure you're getting enough calories, because plant foods are generally lower in calories than animal-based foods. So you need to eat more bites of food to be satisfied and to fulfill your caloric needs. So this is one reason why some women and girls lose their period when they go to a vegan lifestyle, because they simply are not eating enough calories. Eat as much as you desire on a whole plant foods diet. Focus on the high calorie plant foods like yams and sweet potatoes, rice, quinoa, bananas, dates, mangoes, that type of thing. I eat about 3,000 calories a day. This is where I'm at in my life right now. Sandy is almost pretty much exclusively breastfed. He has little sips here and there of our smoothies, little bites here and there of avocado or banana. Other than that, he gets all his calories from breast milk. So that takes a lot of energy. Caloric need goes up because of that. Also, I'm active and I run around with the kids every day. And not to mention, I pump milk every morning to donate that to another mother in need, which means extra calories. So I'm eating about 3,000 calories a day right now. I don't know where I was going with this. Oh yeah, I was going with make sure you eat enough calories. Some people say do a base of 2,500, some people say a base of 2,000. Go with what works for you, but be very mindful of making sure you're eating until you're totally satisfied. Number three, plant fats. I know some women who are on, high carb vegan lifestyle and they eat very, very low fat and they ovulate fine, and that's great for them. I personally thrive best eating about 10 to 15% of my calories, upwards towards 15% from fat. So I love to include avocado, coconut meat, hemp seed, and chia seed into my diet. Those are the main ones I enjoy. I add hemp seed to my smoothie, hemp or chia, and I eat avocado almost every day in my salads or coconut meat. So yeah, I personally ovulate best eating a little bit higher fat, but there are some women who do ovulate fine on lower fat. When it comes to ovulation, this is why it's a tip about ovulating. Some women don't have consistent ovulation unless they are eating a little bit higher fat. And this is my experience. Find what works for you. Number four, vegetables and greens. This isn't necessarily attributed to ovulation and fertility, but I found for overall health and wellness, when it comes to everything, 'cause I'm not talking like a little handful of spinach or a couple pieces of lettuce with your meals. I'm not saying everyone needs lots and lots of greens, but my personal experience is that I thrive best eating lots of it. And my teeth health and my skin health, my nail health is better eating lots of greens, which all attributes to just overall health and wellness. Before the final tip, here's a specific review for women who aren't having a period and aren't using chemical contraceptions. If you find yourself in a situation where you have lost your period and you think you are not ovulating, first, buy this book and read it so you can chart and find out if you really are ovulating or not. There are some people who claim that we don't need a period, that a period's not healthy, and it's actually better to not have a period. But that is not my experience, and I think that's not the experience for most women. And I would say most often than not, women would not be ovulating if you're not having a period. Even if you don't buy this book and you're just simply not having a period and you know you're not ovulating. And number 5. Okay, this is the last thing that can be really helpful for you, is doing seed cycling to get your period back. If you have lost your period on any lifestyle, whether you're a vegan or not, let's say you don't have a period and you've had an eating disorder and you're looking to get healthy, it's where you take a tablespoon of 2 different types of seeds based on the cycle of the moon. I'll put a couple links in the description below to do seed cycling. Be consistent for a good 3 months. Takes time for hormones to change. Yeah, those are my tips. I hope you find them helpful. And this is just what works best for me and how I ovulate best. The number one thing I wanted to address in this is that on a vegan lifestyle, you know, some girls have lost their period, and so people say, oh, it's because they're vegan. When really, there's so much more to that. If you go think about this. Here's a good example. Let's say you go to a restaurant and you order, and this is before you're vegan, and you order a pasta bowl that comes with meatballs and cheese, okay? And then you go vegan and you go back to that same restaurant and you order that same pasta dish, but you say no meatballs and no cheese, but then you eat the same amount of pasta. That could easily be about 400 less calories in your meal just because you took those 2 things out of your diet. Now, if you continue to eat like that, the same way you ate before you're vegan, and just take out the animal products, then you're not going to be getting enough calories, you're not going to be satisfied, and your body's going to be missing something. So you need to eat more of those plant foods in order to be satisfied and in order to meet your caloric needs and your nutrient needs. Eat a wide range of fresh fruits and vegetables and eat sufficient calories. These are the most important things. And obviously there's other things that can cause fertility problems that need to be fixed, and this is not like a tell-all for like how to have healthy fertility. This is just for in general for people who are coming to a vegan lifestyle and wanting to make sure they keep healthy fertility or find themselves in a situation where they used to have healthy fertility and now they don't.